Miller, if we take a look at TCU this season and what's going on there, all of the attention has gone to Duggan, and maybe rightly so. He's had an incredible season. Uh, what do you think about, is Miller having the year you expected him to have, or because like I'm saying, it just does seem like it's just all Duggan.
Yeah, I mean, he's already over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, it tells you right there. Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, Zach Evans was on this team last year at TCU. He missed the second half of the year with an injury. He transferred to Ole Miss. He's on this list as well. I love Zach Evans.
What a 1-2 punch Ole Miss has, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
do they have the best? Like, is Judkins the best true freshman running back?
No question. No question. I would put him one of the top 10 backs in the country right now. Wow. And, he'll be a fun name to watch over the years. But it's funny, just reading some of the content that was put out when Zach Evans transferred from TCU to Ole Miss, it seemed like he was somewhat running away from Kendre Miller, knowing that he was going to start taking some of the carries away from him. You can make the case that he wanted to be against the SEC and show, what he could do on that level, similar to Gibbs in Alabama. And it's worked out for him. I think he's going to be a day 2 pick, Evans. But Kendre Miller, if you're going to ask me what's the one back on my top 10 that I do think could really soar up if he has a couple good workouts like we just talked about, it's this kid, because the running style in which he moves with, it reminds me so much of Alvin Kamara. And like Kamara, he's not a small guy. He's just a very smooth but also violent runner. And he can run with both styles. He can run in space and make you miss. And then he could run between the tackles and push the piles and force a lot of yards after contact. It's one of the numbers I look for the most out of college backs. And
yes,
he's right up there. I believe I have him top 10 in the country. He's top 5 among Power 5 schools in yard after carry average. So I think yard after contact carry. So he gets the ball, he gains another 4 yards after contact with defenders. That's top 10 in the country, top 5 among Power 5 schools. And that's not even the best part of his game. I just think he can be really elusive in space. He's great on short yardage situations, not because he runs guys over. He knows where the lane's going to be. He finds a crease and he gets through it. And I think that he's going to be a kid that ends up maybe a little bit higher than where I have him if he can put together a few good workouts.